Hey guys, it's me Patrick Somebody. Welcome back to another video. Now, I haven't made a video in a few days, and I'm terribly sorry if I had upset you guys. There was mainly the reason is I'm feeling depressed again. Okay, I'm feeling depressed again. I'm just feeling really tired. Like the quarantine thing is really getting to me. Okay, it's the quarantine. It's really getting to me. The quarantine will be extended from Tuesday to the New Year. Like basically, it'll be another Christmas with almost without any gifts for me. Like the reason why I hate Christmas is because I don't get any gifts. All right, and that's not. And I don't want to talk about it. So let's get to the story time. So lately I've been, like I said, pretty depressed, pretty sad, and I remember the story time that I just had to do it. And this took place in ninth grade, which was 2014. I was in ninth grade. So, anyways, here in Lithuania, after eighth grade, most of the kids go to high schools or profession schools, right? And I was still in middle school for like the ninth and the 10th grade. And this was time in ninth grade. And new faces, of course, rolled in because most of the kids went to profession schools, high schools, and etc. And finally, because there were not many students left, the teachers and the school combined all of the same grade students into one big grade. That's how it was. And there were some these familiar faces, I would say pretty familiar faces, but I never hang out with them. I don't know their names, and I never spoke with them. But I knew how they looked like. I knew from what grades they went in and etc. So there was this guy. Let's call him. let's call him Douche. Well, because he was a douche, and how to say this? He would really show off. Okay, he would really show off. Like he has everything for the. He has everything to be a bully. He is egoistic. He is insulting. He insults you by any means possible, and basically said he has everything to be a bully. But the only thing that he's clearly the only thing that he's clearly not strong at is defending himself, which we'll get to that later. And he has his own gang, which are basically like these nerds. Okay. Well, one of the guys is not a nerd. One of the guys, well, actually, a few of the guys is really cool, and I'm still friends with them. Well, they're not nerds. Well, at least those guys, which I am still intact with. Well, I'm still talking to them, but most of the guys there were like douches. One was like a guy with the girls' wives be who would get a nickname as who would get this real offensive nickname. Another guy was just like this big douche. Another big douche who is like tall and thinks he's good at everything, and there's this guy who just cannot defend himself. So, anyways, but the rest of the two guys, the rest are cool. The rest of the two are cool. I'm still friends with them. I have nothing against them. So, anyways, the douche, he would, he was a computer nerd, and he was playing basically League of Legends all the time. Like he would basically talk about League of Legends. He would play League of Legends even during the IT classes. Like that's how he got obsessed with IT. And I'm still surprised that he hasn't grown any weight because he was so skinny. So he looked like a weakling. And me compared to him back in the day, I looked way more normal and acted more normal. So, anyways, douchebag one day decided to pick on me like really a lot. And what he would do is he would basically is try to spoil my mood from the very first period, right? And this was really getting on to me like through the first period it was okay, but he was still ranting, and I just couldn't stand it anymore. Like after the second period, there is when the things went down. It was chemistry class. We just the class ended and we got outside of got outside of the office class, and we went to the other class, right? And when I exited the class, he was like still ranting, still making fun of me, and around us there was like the whole grade of people that went with us, like the whole class, okay? And most of them were walking, most of them were watching me getting tormented by this douche. And at this time, I was really angry. I was pissed. Like, I was like a mad hog. I was like, I was turning bright red from anger, and you can almost see foam dripping out of my mouth. And I don't know what's this thing called, but when you get angry or mad, tears start going out of your eyes, which no, I was not crying, but out of the anger, there were tears floating out of my eyes, and he thought I was crying, and he started dying in laughter, and he thought he won. He thought he had finally made me cry, and the other people were like, "Dude, stop it! Like that's not cool." But he didn't care, and I did the most obvious thing. Well, I'm not much of a fighter. I did went to martial arts classes and martial arts schools, and I knew a move or two. Well, if me compared to Douche right here, I would knock the living life out of him. But against like this professional fighter, I would lose. Yes, I would lose. Like I was a really good kid. I would always say I'll trouble, but this one I just had to do it. And everyone was, well, most of the class was looking at us, right? While the other side of the class went to the other classes. And while he was laughing, I, without any hesitation, straight jab right into the nose. I didn't broke the nose, but I busted enough to make him bleed out of his nose. And everyone was like, no way, he actually did it. Like, everyone said it really quietly. And he was like watching, and after he got spunked, he was watching straight at my eyes. And he was like visibly, blood was pouring out of his nose quite fast. And he was bleeding pretty badly. So, after then, his eyes were slowly turning red, and you could tell that he was about to cry. Like he he started running away. Like you will not get away from this. And like he said this in a very sad. He said it like he's about to cry. And back then he was like, and he was running away, and he was visibly crying. And finally, the rest of the class, the rest of the class, which was with us both, like said, dude, we didn't even expect you to do this. Like even the biggest bullies in my grade, like they didn't bully me, they didn't pick on me, but they were impressed. They were really impressed by me. Like, whoa, I wasn't expecting you to do that. And the moral is, if you're weak and you would think you can fight someone while you can't, you just never took any classes for martial arts or simply never went to a gym, which I was pretty buff at the time. Like, just don't do it, okay? Just don't bully. Stay in your place, okay? Stay in your place, and that's it. Now, how did it end? Everything went pretty smoothly. Like I of course had to have a few words with the teacher and the principal, like what really happened, and I explained everything, what happened. And from that day, he was pretty calm, except for a one day, which will be for another video. Like, if you are thinking that you're something not to be reckoned with, simply say just don't bully anyone. Just say your space. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. This really lifted my mood talking this story because I needed to do something rather than lifting weights all the time. So yeah, a like, a comment, and a subscribe would do greatly for this video. I am on my way to 100 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. The link to my Instagram and my Facebook will be down in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching this video. I love you like my fans. Peace.